the things that have evolved over the years, of course, is hip hop itself. What's your opinion on the evolution of hip hop and how it is today compared to when you first got into it?
I don't know about evolution, but the changes in hip hop since whatever. I think we have now entered a place where cats that were inspired by us, the Skis, the Pete's, and that whole golden era, those cats are like, I don't know, resurrecting it, so to speak, because for a second, it was like nobody was rhyming. You know what I mean? All you had to do was, come up with a little, you know what I mean?
A little jingle.
That's it.
A little jingle would be good.
It was good. No disrespect to nobody. Don't say no disrespect at all.
We ain't walking around like we Grinches.
No disrespect at all. But I'm just saying, we know this started in the Bronx. We know this started in New York. We know it started with lyricism. We know it started with those type of things. And for a hot second, there was none of that happening. And I feel like more recently, even though there may be a pop feel to it, I think Nicki can rhyme. I think Drake can rhyme. I think Kendrick can rhyme. I think J. Cole can rhyme. I think there are people that are in the game right now that can really rhyme. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy to see that. I think it's important to use your imagination and inspire what's going to happen next.
I'm big on R&B, so I'm listening to this group with 3 females called King, and they got a joint named Supernatural and all that. That's where I be at with it. I listen to the cats every now and then, but for the most part, I'm on this R&B kick right now. I just got a crazy way of thinking about shit, so for me, I think commercial is more what these cats tell you to do. And, India is what cats actually feel like doing.
So you think it's more of the label?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of cash, cash. There's cash involved, so, let me make sure I put him with this artist and have this nigga sounding like that. So, it'll stick to what he was saying to the masses, certain masses, but indie artists do what the hell they feel like doing.
Bottom line is commercial, these are the people up in the corporations like, let's make money. Independent, underground is integrity. So you got that. You got let's make money, you got integrity, and you got those that find that happy medium and they do both.
Would you say an artist can be successful as an indie artist?
Mac Miller.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, Mac Miller, and Tyler Kweli is also us. The list really does go on pretty much.
I think
it's really all about what you want.
Indie artists actually stick with them. You know what I mean? They don't be like the fly-by-night type of fans or whatever, or listeners. So, you know what I mean? A lot of cats sample from that time. And then now cats is doing what cats was doing in the 90s now. So that's progression. You may call it what you may. But everybody taps back into what they love or what was golden at the time. So.
The difference between this era and the golden era is that the golden era is aware of who came before them. And I think in this era, not too many are hip to the artists that came before them and give that homage like they should. When we was coming up, it was like De La Tribe, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody that we fan with now, it's just like that having that respect and having that stamp of approval by those that you look up to just gave you that to go into the next phase. And I think this generation I don't think they really acknowledge who came before.
How does an artist maintain longevity and what keeps you guys moving?
Longevity, I guess you gotta stick to your script. If you're original, stick to your originality. Don't sound like nobody else. I guess nowadays you click up and here and there with certain other artists. There's nothing wrong with talking to other artists' fan base,
This is a question I always ask every artist I interview. If hip hop were a person, what would you say to her? You
I
gonna give
always
us
say
graphic?
nothing funny, B. I'll probably say hop back in the gym.
Let's go.
Who created the Diamond Crook slang? Who created the Diamond Crook slang? How did y'all come up with that? How was that all? How did that conjure up? I want to know. No, and better yet, and where did y'all get y'all fashion sense from? Who created that whole camera? That look. I want to know that too. I got 2 questions. Can I have 2 questions? Who created that? But where did that come from?
I mean, of course, you know, the crook slang come from the BX anyway. You know, we threw our little 1s and 2s on it. As far as the where's and tears is concerned, I guess parents have something to do with it. Movies have something to do with it. You know, just having an eye for certain different things, that got something to do with it. That one will run around looking like everybody, you know, got something to do with it. So, but that's pretty much where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I mean that was ultimately how we figured it all out. Like me, him, shout out to C Smoke, Jungle Brown. We sat at a table one day and we discussed how we were gonna approach it. And those were the key things that we said. We weren't gonna rhyme like anyone else. We weren't gonna look like anyone else, and our whole approach to it was gonna be different. Was gonna be original. So she was always a fan of the '70s movies and stuff like that. So we was like, you know what? We're gonna take it real deep. We're gonna do our homework. We're gonna woo woo woo. So everything that you hear on Uptown Saturday Night, sonically, from the words to the beats, was all a manifestation of us having that conversation about the approach to the game. Like, you know what? We're gonna approach this. We're gonna be on some timeless, fashionable, you know what I mean, elegant Bronx, bodied out, you know what I mean, graffiti, halo vine, you know what I mean, type slangatory.
Cash used to really get crazy with the vine before though.
Cash used to wild out with
Bananas.
vines, and Cash used to wild out with the dialogue too. We kind of toned it down a little bit on both fronts, you know what I mean, but only for a second, because it's like,
Yeah,
it gotta be,
can't hold that back for too much longer.
yeah, it gotta be full throttle. Because now it's like, everybody's rhyming again, everybody is dressing, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, welcome to the club, you know what I'm saying? You're most invited. So, Ski Beats, see you in a second, we got work to do, alright? Shout out to this whole experience. We appreciate it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? The one and only Garavani Gold, aka Geechee Suede, Sonny Chiba, Can't Blow. You are now locked into the revival. This is how we moving, you know what I mean? Hip hop all day. Betty falling forever.